All right, everybody. Welcome to tonight's updates webinar. My name is Mario Delgadillo, one of the leaders here with the iProNetwork. We are just so excited and blessed for you all to be on the webinar tonight. We are going to go ahead and get things kicked off. And wow, just an exciting time to be involved with this unbelievable company, with the vision of our leadership, the products that we're bringing out to the marketplace. We are just hearing success story after success story that is coming out from the field every single day. And I have the pleasure and the honor of bringing on one of our top leaders, actually our vice president of business development, a gentleman that I've known just a short time here with this program, but I can tell you, him and I have grown to a place where I not only am proud to call him one of our leaders, one of my leaders, one of my business partners, but also a brother, a gentleman that just has such a tremendous heart for the people. And I'll tell you, him and I have had so many conversations late into the middle of the night. This gentleman is constantly working to put the company and everyone on this line in a position to win. So with that being said, please help me welcome Mr. Sal Leto to the call. Sal, are you on, sir?
I sure am. Mario, can you hear my voice loud and clear?
I can. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much for being available here to just welcome and host people while we're getting things set up. Appreciate all you do, and kudos to you for having such a stellar event out there in Las Vegas. I know you guys rocked it, and it was a great success. So, folks, welcome to the update webinar. It is January 31st, 2018. The year is flying by. I think if the next 11 months go by as fast as the last month went by, it's gonna feel like tomorrow. Everything is flying by. We're gonna jump right in. I have some really exciting stuff to share with you guys and to cover. So let me go ahead and get this kicked off. I want to start off with compliance. This is very important. As you see on your screen, those of you that are joining us visually, you'll see there's an article that I have posted here. This just came out yesterday or so. It says Facebook bans all cryptocurrency ads. Okay, and if you read a little bit of the information there, it says Facebook said that it was open to new technologies, but it felt it had to protect its users. Facebook has said it will block any advertising promoting cryptocurrency products and services. The company said that it was open to emerging technologies, but many companies were not acting in good faith when extolling the virtues of buying into virtual currency. So that's a little snippet of that article. That article went viral. I had a ton of people share it with me. I saw it all over social media. And it was kind of controversial because cryptocurrency is a huge topic out there right now. It's like you can go to the grocery store and you start talking to someone in line, and chances are the topic of cryptocurrency is going to come up, right? That's how widespread the momentum of cryptocurrency news is spreading. And then of course you have Facebook, which is, has billions of users, and with them being so popular and widely used, and then deciding to ban and restrict any type of advertising about cryptocurrency, it created controversy. I do see that there was a positive response from most people, though, to the article. And this is why. It's because there's some stories that are very exciting, and then people that don't have the best intentions take advantage of those stories to exploit the masses and to take advantage of unknowing people, right? So what I mean by that is cryptocurrency has created a lot of new money and profits for a lot of people. However, 98% of the advertising that's out there is totally misleading, and it's hyped up and it's deceptive. And there's been a lot of cases as well where if you don't do your due diligence about being involved in the cryptocurrency space, you could be taken advantage of. I just saw 2 days ago an ICO that had just ended, and they had just taken in millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin and then literally deleted their website and then just put up some vulgar words on the website. So when you went there to check your balance after having sent your Bitcoin to that ICO team, you didn't find any balance. You just saw some vulgar response back to you, letting you know that you just got scammed and that you lost your money. There's a lot of cases, there's a lot of development teams in the cryptocurrency space that have taken in millions of dollars and they haven't done anything that they had committed to do in developing the products that they had committed to developing. No platforms, no applications that they had committed to. So the point is that regulators are looking at this and they want to protect the best interest of the consumer, and they don't want people to be taken advantage of. And this is a liability for Facebook, because if someone finds a Facebook ad and it ends up being rooted in some scam and they send money there and then they lose their money, then they can go after Facebook for allowing a scam to advertise on their platform, right? The same thing, with banks. The banks, if they see any type of potential fraudulent activity, they'll shut down an account because they don't want to be liable because their bank was being used for fraudulent activity, right? So that's the same thing that Facebook is doing in response to this activity. And it's very important for everyone who's a part of iProNetwork to follow suit, okay? Let's be on the responsible side. Let's err on the side of caution when it comes to the way we promote our business. We should never be promoting any type of cryptocurrency, period, because iProNetwork does not sell cryptocurrency. And I'm on Facebook myself. I'm friends with many of you guys on Facebook, and I do see a lot of posts that are out of compliance. Now, I give people the benefit of the doubt because I believe people are not intentionally doing things out of compliance because they don't want to jeopardize their account and their standings with iProNetwork. I think it's just a matter of being ignorant, okay, not knowing how deep compliance goes and what the right filters and guidelines are for marketing. So these are some bullet points here, and this is what's important. I know that if you're on here, you're probably one of the top committed leaders, and you watch the information live so that you can be the first person who's equipped and prepared for the newest updates for this next week of business. I need you to help me to spread this information as far as possible throughout your organization, because the people that are posting stuff, some of them are people that are on these webinars. I know who they are, but there's also people, that our compliance team does a search on, and we find, random people that we don't know who they are. They're new, and they're 50 to 100 generations deep within someone's organization, and they're just not connected to these webinars. They're not connected to training. They're not reading the terms and conditions. When they agree to something, by signing up, they're agreeing. They have to click the agreement. They're not going through that, and so they end up going out there ignorantly and posting stuff. And here's some bullet points this is a good filter to run your promotions through when you're advertising, promoting, getting involved with iProNetwork. So first of all, do not lead your promotions with the pro rewards. Okay, lead with the product. Okay, I covered a little bit about this on Monday, but I'm still seeing it out there, and I'm trying to save you from getting your account suspended and potentially terminated, right? Because this stuff being sent to legal from the compliance team. They're going to be very strict about this stuff, right? To protect everyone, to protect the company, just like Facebook. Facebook wants to protect its users. Banks want to protect their customers. I mean, entities want to protect what they have, and iProNetwork is going to protect the company, and it's also going to protect its customers. The Pro Rewards program is a very exciting incentive that accompanies the product sales within iProNetwork, right? And but we can't lead with that. I see these posts that only talk about the Pro Rewards, and there's no mention of a product. So not only should we not lead with it, but definitely you don't want to be saying, hey, contact me so I can show you how to get these Pro Rewards that can be redeemed for pro currency. It's like, well, what about the product, right? Some people I see, they mention the product, all of the e-learning packages and the education, the software and tools, but they're still emphasizing and leading with the pro rewards. You want to reverse that, okay? Switch that. My advice to you is just look at all of the company approved material. There's tons of great examples out there with the PowerPoint presentation, with all of the videos that have been put out. All of those are compliant materials that show the proper order in which to promote the business, right? You always start with the product. This is a product-based company that has digital education products that also come with software and usable tools to build online business. That's always what you have to start with if you want to be compliant, okay? Number two, this is a big one, especially on Twitter. I see a lot of this happening. Do not try to get cryptocurrency speculators to join IPN for pro rewards. There's posts out there of people literally saying, do not buy pro currency on the exchange. Instead, join iProNetwork, right? And you're totally misleading people into thinking that they're gonna be purchasing pro currency through IPN, and you're telling them not to buy pro currency on the exchange, and that's so counterproductive to the vision and the business plan that's been laid out by iProNetwork. That is not what you should be doing. Now, what's happening? See, it's like you're never gonna get away with it, and this is why when you're advertising like that, it's gonna come up through our compliance department. We have a team literally dedicated full time to finding these things all over the internet and through all the social media platforms, through all these chats and forums. And when you advertise, you put your link, right? Because you're trying to get people to sign up. So you put your link there, and the compliance team just has to click on your link to see who you are. And that's it. And there's been several accounts already suspended. There might be 2 accounts terminated, and also cease and desist letters are being sent out by the attorneys of the company. That's how serious it is. And so I just urge everyone to be on the side of caution. If you don't want your team to be dealing with the legal department and being terminated, that's a nightmare. And if you don't want that happening to your team, you need to get this information out to as many people as possible, okay? Do not convolute, do not blend or mix iProNetwork with cryptocurrency speculators, okay? iProNetwork does not sell cryptocurrency, and do not make any posts that can be perceived as iProNetwork selling any type of cryptocurrency, right? It's very important to understand the business model and to promote it compliantly. All right, so I wanted to start off with that because if you only have 10 to 15 minutes of an attention span, they say most people do, I probably do myself, let's make sure you're paying attention to something that's very, very important. I'm trying to save your accounts and your team's accounts from having any issues with the company. All right, now moving on to some very, very positive and exciting things here. Let's talk about some e-trader results. Okay, this is a third tremendous profit center within the iProNetwork business model. And this is one of the Impact Council members' e-trader results. He's also a top leader within the company. He's incredible. I don't want to say his name because I didn't ask him for permission to use his name, but he did give me permission and he sent me this information here. So I want to start off by saying that these are real results. Okay, it's with real money. It's not a demo account. It's not a paper trading account. This is real money that someone is risking on the e-trader platform. Now these results make no indication of future results, right? So just because this guy's making money, it doesn't mean you're gonna make money. It just means that during the time period that he used the e-trader, these were his results. And that, but the results can change, right? The market can change. Trading is very risky, and you should only trade with what you can afford to lose. All right. So now this gentleman here was trading with just over 3.5 Bitcoin, which is a pretty sizable account. That's probably around $35,000 US. That's what he was using to trade inside of his own Bittrex wallet with Bitcoin. Okay. Now in the last 12 days, he's increased his Bitcoin balance by 0.5 .561 Bitcoin, right? Just over half a Bitcoin. If you convert that at today's value, he's earned almost $5,700 in 12 days. Okay, which is awesome, right? He's on track to, you know, that's in 12 days. He can make maybe $10,000–$15,000 at that rate for the month, right? Who knows? But that's a larger size account. I know most people probably won't be trading with that balance, but the cool thing is I'm going to show you a smaller account, much smaller, that's also seeing tremendous results really fast. Okay, so this next slide here, this is with a gentleman who has $2,100 in his account, which is 0.219 Bitcoin. And he just started using the e-trader platform yesterday. So it's only been 1 day. And there was like 12 successful trades today. It was a great day in the market. And he saw his account go up to 0.224 Bitcoin just in 1 day, which was approximately about $150 profit. And at that time, Bitcoin was even lower. So he went up by 0.015 Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin also went up in value, which compounded his profit for the day. Now, if Bitcoin were to go down in value, then that would also take away from the value of his profit. If Bitcoin goes up, then obviously that can increase the profit made from the increase in Bitcoin, right? So when it comes to the e-trader, right, we don't talk about US dollar increases, right? Meaning you don't project, you know, hey, make 200 bucks a day or 500 bucks a day. We talk about building your Bitcoin balance. That's what it's designed to do. It's not designed to earn you US dollar. It's designed to increase your Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has its own value, but again, it's very important when you talk to people about what's the goal of the e-trader. That's what you say. You say, well, the goal is to increase your balance of Bitcoin, right? If you look at the e-trader video, you'll notice that that's what it says. It doesn't talk about US dollar. It talks about building your value of Bitcoin, right? Your balance of Bitcoin. But this gentleman here had just over $2,000, and he saw tremendous results for the day. I think that's like 5% or something, you know, $150 profit on $2,100 inside of his account. I don't know exactly what it was in percentage wise. I didn't do the math, but it's a tremendous day. And as you see in the previous slide, you'll see that there's been days as almost $700 in profit, and then you'll see there's other days where it was only $11, right? So the range of potential profit is extremely wide, right? Some days it could be no profit at all. Some days you could lose money. Sometimes your trades can get kind of stuck, where if an altcoin trades below Bitcoin and Bitcoin is growing faster than the altcoin, then the system will just hold that trade until it becomes profitable. Sometimes it could hold a trade for weeks. It could even hold a trade for a month. Sometimes it could never pull out, and you have to manually override the system to make the trade for you. So I wanted to show some real life results. This is very encouraging. This opens up the door for anyone in the world to take advantage of proven historical data to build their balance of Bitcoin. And that's very exciting. I think the e-trader is definitely going to be a top performing product. They've improved the platform since the impact leaders were using it, to where it's much easier now to set up. And this week there was an extra 100 people onboarded. There's people onboarding right now, and I know we are literally days away from it being made available company-wide, right? And again, when I say company-wide, it doesn't mean unlimited. They have to track the number of sales to make sure people are being onboarded appropriately, but it's going to be opened up really wide. So just a reminder to be ready. Make sure you have a verified Bittrex account. Work on getting that done, because that's what you need right now in order to use the e-trader. And a lot of other exchanges are coming with the e-trader as well, including HIT BTC. We already know about Poloniex, and I'm not going to mention other ones, but just know pretty much all the biggest exchanges in the world that are accessible, you know, to the average person in most countries. The e-trader will be compatible on those exchanges. So very, very exciting, real life results, no guarantees, but exciting to see that it's working as intended. And you're gonna definitely want this product as soon as sales open up with that. Okay, now here's a link. What you're probably gonna wanna do is when you watch the replay of this video, or right now you could screenshot this as I'm showing it live, but here's the actual link. A lot of people were asking for the link on how to register for Las Vegas. Registration is open now. They just opened it up, and you can use that link to get your discounted room and register with the resort for the upcoming Thrive iProNetwork event. And you know, those of you that know, there's about 200,000 members that are being added to iProNetwork because of the acquisition with One Fashion Global, as well as a few other companies that are a part of that acquisition. They're all coming in together. They may not have this link yet, okay, but you do. And I don't know the capacity of the room. If I had to guess, you know, I don't know. I'm just throwing out a number. Maybe the room capacity will be 800 to 1,000 people. I'm not exactly sure. I know the last events have been between 5 to 650 people capacity, and they're slowly scaling those up. And those were sold out, and those were standing room only. This event will definitely sell out. Okay, that means there's going to be tons of people that wanted to come to this event that will not be able to get in because, you know, I'm sure they're going to try to increase capacity, but with the amount of people joining iProNetwork right now, there's no way they're going to be able to fit everyone in, especially being in Las Vegas. It's an attractive and fun city. Flights are very, very inexpensive. It's full of entertainment, right? It's going to be a very attractive event. So my point in all that is to say you should register right now for the event and get your room at least saved. And you should also promote this to your team because it's going to sell out. And, you know, I've been in this industry now 15 years. And the greatest lesson I've learned on the easiest way to explode your team is to just get as many people on your team as possible to the corporate sponsored events. Okay, and again, if you look at the movers and shakers, if you look at the top producers, they were the leaders that had the largest teams and the largest in attendance at the last event. Okay, because again, it's about receiving vision. Okay, it's about getting fired up and being the first person in a room full of energy to hear about a new announcement, about a game-changing, disruptive announcement that's going to take everyone's business to the next level. Okay, with world-renowned speakers and trainers and leadership developers at the event. Okay, it's a huge deal. So, you know, I wanted to spend a little bit of time on this to stress the importance. Make sure you get your room saved as soon as possible. This event will be happening on May 31st, right? From May 31st through June 2nd, okay? Now, the holiday promotion, that's been extended 30 days, okay? 30 days. So I announced on Monday that I'd be giving the time frame on the extension on tonight's webinar, and this is it. So it's gonna run through the end of February. Now, I always have typos in my slides. You know, that just happens to me all the time. It says that the promotion is from November 1st to February 31st. Good luck on working all the way till February 31st because February 31st doesn't exist, right? The month ends on the 28th. So that should say February 28th, but that's how long the promotion's been extended for. So there's 28 more days to qualify. The company saw a lot of accounts that were close to hitting the holiday promotion but fell short, and they know that if someone was able to see their status in real time on where they stood with the bonus and saw that they only needed a couple new customers or a little bit more volume to qualify, then they would put in the extra work to qualify, right? And they wanted to include a lot more people in the holiday promotion bonus, right? Some people have blown it out of the water. Some people are just shy. And so the company is going to have a page in our back office where you log in and you can track your progress for the holiday promotion bonus. And it's going to bring in a lot more people. So it's been extended 30 days. And then it's going to be a huge bonus payout celebration after the extension. It's mega money is what it is. And the check matching bonuses are ridiculous. Okay, so it's just a great way to start the year. You definitely want to spread the word about that. And lastly, Pro Rewards rebate for the next 7 days. This is good, starting at just past midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time. That's good until next Wednesday, February 7th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Pro Rewards rebate is 7.5 cents. Okay, so it's jumping way up from last week. 7.5 cents. You definitely want to get the word out there. That's the new promotional rate. Thank you for jumping on here. January 31st, 2000. There's another typo, right? I'm gonna have to have people proofread my stuff before I make these. Thank you for jumping on the webinar. Time's going by too fast. I forgot it's already 2018. Make sure you get this information out to your teams. God bless you. Have a good rest of the night, and I'll hear from you next week.